Okay, today I want to talk about how to not lose your edges in 2021. First of all, I'm going to be reading off of this paper so that I can remember everything for you. The reason why you should trust me is because I have experienced some edge problems, but for the most part, my edges have always been pretty good. And actually, they've always been so thick that I couldn't even make out baby hairs for some reason. But if you want a closer look at that, I will show you after this video. So I'm going to go right into the tips. Number one, how to keep your edges. Girl, do not begin them African braids. Them African braids. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Okay? The African braids. I mean, girl, they braid them things so tight, so tiny. I mean, it's like the braider is in competition with your hair, her finger, and the scalp. Like, and I mean, she is really pulling that scalp. I mean, like when the braid is so small that you can't even see the hair that it's coming from, you better know that it's too tight. But you about to lose your edges. Okay? When the braid, the braided hair goes over the circumference area of the section that the braid is going to be on, you should know you about to lose your edges. You know them braids too tight, girl. You know them braids too tight. Now you go home, you gotta pop a Tylenol. You gotta pop a painkiller. You know them edges is about to start coming out. If you touch your scalp, girl, and you see a little blood, you know your edges are probably about to come out. Next thing, number two, how to retain your edges in 2021, because this is important. We want our edges. We want the whole crown. Okay? We need our headline. Write it in the headline. Okay, we need our headlines. Make sure your ponytail is not too tight. You know you be trying to go for that Asian look like, ooh, I'm so young. Girl. I didn't miss the mic. Look, if you didn't turn a whole another ethnic group, you probably about to you probably about to lose your edges. Your ponytail is too tight. If your eyes look like this at first and now they look like this, that's kind of cute though. See, that's what be getting y'all. Then you're probably about to lose your edges. Now, the third thing, y'all, I couldn't even, I can't even put my fingers up. Look, the third thing, the products that you're using are too potent. Potent. I mean, they so potent, your edge is about to be looking potent. Girl, you know this is the most sensitive part. The headline is the most sensitive part of your scalp. If you're putting harsh products on there, stop. Give your edges a break. Give your edges a rest. Let your edges recuperate. Okay? So let's go over this. 3 points. 3 things. Number 1, African hair braiding. You know them braids too small, too tight. Even if they're bigger than too small, they're probably too tight. Like, I can't even see, like I said, I can't see the section that it came out of. All I see is scalp. Scalp. It's a ball. It looked like the braids just grew out your head. Number 2. Your ponytail is so tight that you've turned into another ethnic group. You went from African American to straight Asian. Okay? And number 3. The products that you're using are so potent, now your edges look poked. So that's a wrap for 2021. My 3 things to make sure that you keep your edges intact. I will be coming with more to support those edges, girl. But for now, take that and run with it.